My name is Michael Davis, and I'm working 2 jobs just to survive. The rent is so high that everybody's moving out to the woods,
Okay.
and it's hard to survive with food, shelter, especially with all the rain. Everybody's flooding out,
Wow.
and I've been helping lots and lots and lots of people take the water out of their tents, hang their clothes up, the blankets. It's a mess back there. It's about knee deep, almost. Yeah, about knee deep.
Can you tell me a little bit about just how you ended up, out in the woods? So what's a little bit about your story?
My wife had leukemia,
Okay.
and it took about 7 years, but she finally passed away. And when after she passed away, the hurricane hit. So that threw me out into the woods store.
And so right now you're working how many jobs?
Yeah.
2 jobs. Okay. And you and I talked last week just a little bit about Arukah Ranch. That's what it's going to be called. So given everything that we're going to provide in range, do you feel that that's something that you would take advantage of? And how do you think it would help you?
So I'd take advantage of it in a heartbeat. And that'd help out a lot of thousands of people.
Okay.
And get them off the streets, and give them a nice place, be safe. They ain't got to worry about their stuff being stolen, people trying to kill them or whatever.
And how do you think it would help you, like, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually? I mean, do you think that some of the things that we're offering, how do you think those things would help you?
It would help a lot. You'd be in a peaceful place, you wouldn't be all stressed out all the time and wondering how you're going to get your next meal, and, if somebody's going to take, to try to get you or whatever.
Okay. And so what is it that you need the most that you think the ranch could provide? What do you need the most? Like, for example, needing to learn a new trade? Do you need to heal maybe from some of the things that you've gone through, some of the heartache, and what about your relationship with God? How is that, and how do you think the ranch would benefit you?
It was like this, so I think the ranch will pull us together.
Okay, so you want your relationship with Him to grow, and you think that would provide that for you. And then what about, when you think about your history, okay, you lost your wife, that's horrible. So there's a lot that you have to deal with, even with that 17 years.
We dated before we were trying to get married.
Okay. All right. So then as a result of her illness, obviously that costs a lot. And then things went up and you couldn't afford it anymore. And so from then, that's when you ended up on the street. Okay.
And then I tried to rebuild, and it's been worse out there.
Okay. So it's harder and harder to make ends meet, basically. So you're having a hard time trying to find a job that can pay enough.
They actually move into a place. I think a lot of people are having trouble with that too. And they want last and first and security deposit or not. So.
Okay. So then if you went to the ranch, obviously the ranch isn't going to be a place where you can permanently live. So let's say if you were there for a year, what do you hope to leave with that's going to help you to be more independent and be able to stand on your own 2 feet from there?
I'd be able to save money back, and I'd make another, try at God, and God would be with me for them. You'll be able to step it away instead of, every once in a while, you're going to try.
Okay, so help you get on track with God, and then maybe heal from some of the loss that you've had, and then before your wife, what was life like?
It was okay, I had my own place, I had 2 cars in my garage, and, I had a big bank account, so I'd go out and help people, and give them $5 here, $10 here, and get yourself home to eat, I had a lot of friends that became homeless, so I opened my doors to them, or density.
Wow. So you've been helping people all along.
Well, pretty much all my life.
Yeah. So really, if we think about it, if you are put into a position where you can get on your feet, you're going to be able to turn around and not others, right? Whether that's on the ranch or even outside of there, right? You're going to be able to just continue to do what's on your heart to do, and that's to give, to help others. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay. So, from what you just shared, I mean, I can definitely hear and see how this could happen to anybody. Anybody, right? Would you agree? And so, if that happens, I think we all need to have a place where we can go and have respite, get back on our feet, get some healing, and like you said, get on track with God again. And then hopefully when you leave a place like that, we're stronger and better equipped to start giving back again, right? Good. All right. So right now in your current situation, if you don't have a ranch to go to, I mean, what do you foresee?
We'll just keep coming back to the parks and the churches to eat and all that, and and keep helping people dump all the water out of their tanks. And
So even in the woods, you're helping people at their camps because this is rainy season.
I had one lady down there. I knew her for years, but she disappeared. I don't know if she went to jail or whatever. But I seen her at the other church down there, and she was kind of laying out. She was all tired out and wore out. I said, "What's going on here?" She goes, "Well, it's been a long time since I've seen you, but my camp flooded out. So the way I built my camp, I used to be in the military, so it's high ground. So I set up a cot for her, and she slept. She stayed with me for 3 days, and then, like I say, she needed the money, this, that, and the other. So she run out there and put a sign. I get to buying signs and stuff, and it's against the law. So she disappeared again. So I don't know where she's at. I don't know if she's in jail or what she's done.
That has to be really hard too. And I know for us, we come out here every Tuesday and we build relationship with people. We get used to seeing everybody every week. And when somebody disappears, it's like, have you seen so-and-so? Where are they? What happened?
Yeah, everybody's asking,
Yeah.
because somebody was telling me along the lines, I don't know if it's true or not, but about a couple of years ago, they had a killer that was running around killing homeless people in the woods.
Oh, no.
They found a young girl with her head bashed in, and the guy stabbed to death out there. I'm not sure how it's going on, but
Yeah, everybody needs to be watching out for one another. And I know that's not always the case, sad to say. Now, you mentioned that you have military background. I didn't know that. So when did you serve and where?
I was in the Marine Corps.
Marine. Wow. Okay. How many years were you there?
For maybe about 2 or 3 years.
All time. So you learned a lot, and obviously that's coming in handy right now for you, right?
Especially out there in the middle of the woods,
Yeah.
So she kept getting scared. I'm like, I can tell you, that's an owl right there. You ain't getting.
Okay. So you know all the sounds that are
All the strange words.
Oh, no. All right. So just to kind of wrap this up, I guess, and bottom line is, if you had a place to go, you would go.
Oh, yeah.
And you would take the time to get focused, even if it was just for 3 months.
Yeah.
Just to help, get your relationship with God, do some healing, not be distracted, and then be able to leave and be better off, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. Appreciate it.
Oh.
Great.